A few weeks back, my trusty old semi-truck gave out on me. No matter what I did, it just refused to start. I've had the truck for a very long time. So, to be honest, I've been expecting this for a while. Everybody around me expects me to spring for a regular semi-truck. But I was thinking, and I decided, why go for an ordinary semi when I can go for something extraordinary? A few Google searches later, I came upon what has been heralded as the holy grail of semi-trucks, the Tesla semi-truck. Of course, I was intrigued. And I knew that I just had to dig deeper to find out as much of this wonder truck as I can. So in today's video, we will be talking about the new Tesla semi-truck. Are you curious about what is so special about this semi-truck? Then stick around to find out. Without much ado, let's get to it. For some time now, prototypes of the Tesla semi-truck have been spotted in different parts of the country. And while they all appear to be identical, small differences have been noticed in some of the more recent prototypes. But that's perfectly normal because, after all, the purpose of prototypes is to help the manufacturer come to a decision regarding the final design of the product. I think that these changes are a sign that Tesla is still carrying out more research and development. Let's talk about these changes. Physical changes in the prototypes. There are several noticeable changes in the physical designs between the earlier and recent prototypes. One of the most glaring of such changes is the reduction in the roof cab length. The newer prototypes feature a roof cab length that is roughly half the size that was on the earlier models. In the earlier models, the roof cab length covered the entire cabin, but in the newer models, that was reduced to just half. I personally like the new design better because I think it is more aesthetically appealing. Also, different prototypes have had different roof cab heights. The difference between the roof cab heights has been enough to draw speculation. But I think that the different heights are just a result of Tesla trying to get an optimum point between utility and aerodynamic drag. There was also an addition of a new compartment. I'm not sure exactly what this is for just yet, but I suppose it is likely to be a sleeper cabin. Additionally, the rear panel of the truck was extended just a little bit, and the curve on the bottom of the panel was shortened. These subtle changes gave the truck a different side profile. I didn't immediately notice a lot of differences when I viewed the car on the front profile, but these changes were more obvious when I viewed the side profile. But what I think is the most obvious change is the expansion of the truck's windows. Unlike previous models, the window now covers about 3/4 of the rear cabin area, which is the area behind the driver's compartment. Because Tesla has previously given some pretty strong hints, I think that this could probably be a transition that converts the rear cabin to the sleeper cabin. I think that this is a pretty smart thing to do, but then Tesla is known for being one of the smartest in the game. That's basically all there is when it comes to physical differences between the designs. Now, let's talk about the differences in the electrical systems. Electrical changes in the prototype. The electrical systems of electric cars are the most important components of a car, so it is quite understandable that the earlier prototypes will have some differences from the later prototypes. But to what extent did they differ? Let's check that out. First, let's talk about the electrical systems box. The first prototype featured an electrical systems box that was rectangular in shape and was located in the middle. It kind of reminds me of a chest freezer. In the latest prototype, the box is significantly smaller in shape and looks like a small rectangular box. Also, rather than be in the middle, it is located on the left side of the truck. It is still unknown whether or not there is a change in battery size, capacity, or range between the two prototypes. But I think it is safe to assume that there is. Like I said earlier, the main purpose of prototypes is to test the new product. And while Tesla definitely has a track record of high efficiency, I don't think that it is highly likely that they got it right on the first try. The new semi-truck is most likely the result of months of research and design. Battery. While we don't know the size of the battery pack in the initial prototypes, at the Q4 2020 Tesla earnings call, the billionaire owner of Tesla, Elon Musk, announced that the semi-truck would run on 5 times more batteries than a normal Tesla car. That is a whopping number of batteries when you consider how many batteries that comes to in the long run. In a podcast with Joe Rogan, Elon Musk said that the Semi would be equipped with a 500 kilowatt-hour battery pack. That's nothing short of mind-blowing. When you compare that to the batteries in the Tesla sedans and SUVs that have been released so far, it leaves them in the dust. Of course, it only makes sense that a semi-truck has a larger battery than the average SUV, because semi-trucks on average tend to travel a farther distance than the SUV. The truck will be able to go 400 miles after an 80% charge, which will take roughly 30 minutes. I, for one, know that I would really hate it if my semi-truck ran out of power halfway through a trip, and I'm pretty sure you would hate it too. Now that you know all this about the new Tesla semi-truck, how soon can you get your hands on one? Sorry to break it to you, but an exact date for the rollout of the truck is unknown yet. In a company email sent to employees last year, Elon Musk told them that it was time to bring the electric semi-truck to volume production. This would have been a sure sign that the trucks would roll out last year, but so far, we have nothing. A lot of companies have already pre-ordered the semi-truck, and more companies are joining the waitlist every day. In November 2020, Tesla received an order for 150 semi-trucks from Pride Group Enterprises, which is the largest single order for the semis. This has led to the speculation that we should start seeing the semis roll out towards the end of this year. I can't wait until the official launch. Pricing. How much does the new Tesla semi-truck cost? The total cost of the truck would be between $150,000 to $180,000. But the initial amount payable would be somewhere in the vicinity of $20,000, which I think is a really cool deal. By now, you've probably figured out that I'm hopelessly in love with the Tesla semi-truck. Like all other Tesla vehicles in the market, the Semi beats out the competition by more than a mile. And don't even get me started on the aesthetic design. The truck is guaranteed to earn me looks of envy. What do you think about the Tesla semi-truck? Would you ever consider getting one? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and turn on notifications so you don't miss new videos. See you in the next video.